G'day guys, it's Jeff, and here I'm doing gameplay critique number 2. So let's start off with Ticular 8, the TAR-21 and Silencer. This is a team deathmatch. I hosted a private lobby, and I'll talk to the other people for games 3 and 4 at a later date. I prefer this route at the start actually, and the TAR's great for this map. I don't care if it's unsilenced personally, but with the silencer it's still a beast. Right now I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing here. And that was unlucky, so let's move over to Four Eyes Intervention with the full metal jacket. I'm not so much of a sniper, as you can tell by my videos, but I've seen Four Eyes snipe before in games that I've played with him on. Now with those two skulls there and the one around the corner on the left, I should be very interested in this area, but I noticed that after a quick check you then moved away from that area. I probably would have gone prone or taken up a better position and kept looking. But it appears to work in your favour and the enemy didn't come across. Unfortunately there's not too much action going on here. Thanks for all the feedback guys you've been given, it's been fantastic, and thanks to the Gold Glove. He recently put out a dual commentary, so I'll put a link in the right hand description and go check him out if you're not already a subscriber to him. I know some of you are though, but please support him. He's got some beast games on there as well, and I think you should check it out. So here I'd prefer to pull out my secondary as well as when I jump down from the box. But anyway, let's move on to DaZIU with Scar and Extended Mags. A favourite gun of mine when I unlock it. Now with that first grenade coming down, I'd get out of there. So where you've gone prone now is not so great, but it works out for you, so it's all okay. And from me recalling watching you always use the environment really well. So I think people should pay attention to how DaZIU's moving around on the environment, scoping things out, not staying near teammates. So there's two teammates there and he disappears. Easy takeout. So for this we actually have 100% subscribers on both this team and the other team. Now because that person's there and he's seen you and you're ducking under cover, I wouldn't go back to where you were on a map this small. Even going prone. Prone is the second best option, but it would have been better to take up another advantage point. So here we have Hypermole and the MP5K with silencer, it looks like. Yes it is. Oh, I would have taken a quick right check there instead down the laneway, but because you're running an SMG with lightweight, you've got the speed. It's forgivable. So right now, look right. Look right again. Obviously I can't see what's happening on the minimap here, but you get that kill, which is lucky. SMG. Good use of cover. And that's a good use of cover where you actually sprint to the next cover point, because it reduces the visibility the enemy might have. No, that's unlucky. That was a good reload prone, but it was unlucky you got taken out. So here we're back to the T-Killer, Scar and FMJ. So I think he switched his weapons already. But you didn't clear the aircraft, it didn't look like, and that's where you got shot from. This is a good use about patrolling the external part of the map. You generally find that that's more, well, I generally find that that's more successful. Oop, missed that claymore. I think I yelled out to you as well when I saw it, but it was too late. So with that claymore placement, I prefer the direction of the arrow and further in because it will hit them. But where you place it, it's still a warning if they don't get hit by it, or they are round too slowly and they don't see it themselves. So once getting shot there, even though it worked out for you, I prefer to go prone and wait until I recover. But if you feel that you can take the shot like you did, then continue to do so. So see what weapon he has right now, the Scar H. Here comes the flash. Ta-da! Shotgun. So because you're running into an area, that's perfect, and pulling out a shotgun is quite good as well, because you find that when you get flash, people run around and try to stab you. So having a shotgun as your secondary there, getting flash and swapping, you can use getting flash as an opportunity to reload. You can also swap weapons out, and I've released a video and some tactics on this previously, so that may work in your favour. Another trick I like to do when I'm in this position in a smaller map, when I'm reloading, I would throw a stun out there, because that gives me the opportunity to reload without them shooting me, and that can work well. So good clearing here. Here is a mistake coming up right now, not clearing the exterior of the maps, considering that Dreams is a spawn location. I think that person came back and got you. Moving back to Four Eyes, he's swapped up his kit to the TAR-21 with silencer. So as you can see, it's a favourite by many people. And if I recall correctly, not too much goes on here, but he does pick up a number of kills in this location. I've shown you this location in a number of matches. You are susceptible from the bookstore or news agency, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it can work in your favour, especially when you're talking about domination matches and you've got the A flag spawn trap. That's a nice amount of time to stay there if you're going to move, especially if you don't see anyone. And depending on where they're spawning, I also like to not only patrol back into that room, but also run through the glass pane and patrol around back to where the C flag would be, and make my way back to the news agency, you see. And that's just because of the spawn system. I don't know what that knife was, but you obviously killed someone with it. So moving between spots is a good deal. I don't consider this camping. It's merely holding down an area while your team's running around. And again, I don't see the minimap, so I can't comment too much. So Hypermole switched to his ACR with red dot sight. I don't know why. Oh, there you go, cold-blooded. And here's the bastard who shoots down all of my air support. Well, one of them anyway. But it's good to see him taking out air support, because that's what you should do. Actually, the last few matches I've played with these guys, I've been running Predator and Harrier and Stealth Bomber. But I'm lucky if my Harrier picks up a couple of kills when it's hovering, but it's usually unlikely when Hypermole's on the other team. And that's a compliment. So back to T-Killer, he's got the TAR-21 and silencer. And the match is also coming to an end because of the time limit. The score limit wasn't reached. There's a lot of good movement here, and because Hypermole is on his team and ahead there, that's also an opportunity to sprint to some extra cover. And I think there was some confusion here, because I said something to T-Killer about the right hand store, and I think he misheard me and went far to the right. Can't blame him there. Backing up his teammate. Again, good clearing of the other store, and that's nice to go prone when you're getting shot at from a longer distance. And that's the game. So anyway guys, I hope that's a far better improvement over the first gameplay critique. I think I've worked out how to do it. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you think about it. And you can see the one that I got, no kills, no deaths. Awesome. See ya.